we know that the Independence Day is a very special day in our country. Now, when is the Independence Day? It's on the 15th of August, right? Now, if I ask you what day is 15th of August, can you tell me? Not without looking at a calendar. So, when we see a calendar, first thing which you will notice is that a calendar mentions 12 months because a year has 12 months. Now, they are mentioned like this. So, you have January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November and December at last. So, this is a calendar which shows dates of a particular month. Now, since we have our Independence Day in August, so this calendar represents the month of August and it has been mentioned here. So, from here you can see that the month is August and the year is 2018. So, we are looking at a calendar which represents August month of 2018. Now we need to look for 15th of August, right? So this is the calendar of August and in this, where is 15? Here, right? So this is 15th of August. Now what day is it? Well, it's very simple. The days are mentioned here: Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday and Saturday. So 15th is a Wednesday. So 15th of August 2018 is a Wednesday, and this is how you look up a date in a calendar. Now what about our Republic Day? It's on 26th of January, right? So I have this page of the calendar which shows the month of January. Now here is the month January 2018, and what day was it? Well, let's see. So you need to look for 26th of January. So where do we have 26? Here. Now what was the day on 26th of January? Let's see. It was Friday, isn't it? So 26th of January was a Friday. So this is how you will look up a date. Now another thing which you need to notice is that while in most calendars you will see Sunday as the starting day of the week, in many calendars you may also see Monday as the starting of the week. So you don't need to get confused. The dates and the related days will always be same, whether the calendar has Monday as the starting day of the week or Sunday as the starting day of the week. So for example, in this calendar, that is the page that represents January 2018, you have Monday as the starting day of the week. And when is 26th of January? It's on a Friday, isn't it? Now let's look at this. Now again, this page also represents January 2018, and here you have Sunday as the starting day of the week. So let's look up 26th of January. So this is 26 and it's a Friday again. So irrespective of whether first day of the week has been mentioned as Monday or Sunday, the dates and the related days will always be same. Now another thing which you need to know is that to save space, sometimes a shorter version or shorter form of names are mentioned on the calendar. For example, in this calendar we have January, month and year 2018. Now what about the days of the week? Well, you don't have the full name of the days mentioned here. What do we have is SUN for Sunday, MON for Monday, TUE for Tuesday, WED for Wednesday, THU for Thursday, FRI for Friday and SAT for Saturday. Now this has been done to save space. So what is done in these calendars is that only the first 3 letters of the day's name is mentioned. So SUN for Sunday, first 3 letters, MON for Monday, first 3 letters, and so on. So this is how in some calendars days of the week are mentioned. So you have to understand that when it is written SUN, it is basically Sunday, or MON, then it is Monday, and so on. Now in some calendars you will notice that the entire year's dates has been mentioned on a single sheet. So in that case again the shortage of space will be there. So how do they manage that? Well, as you can see, the month has been mentioned, January, and then days of the weeks have been mentioned only by their first letter, that is S for Sunday, M for Monday, T for Tuesday, W for Wednesday, T for Thursday, F for Friday, and S for Saturday. So in this case you will have to understand the day of the week only by the first letter. So how will you identify? For example, let's say you have Saturday and Sunday, both start with S, but they have a particular order in the week, right? So before Monday you will have a Sunday, you cannot have a Saturday. Similarly, after Friday you will have a Saturday, you won't have a Sunday. Similarly, after Monday you have Tuesday, that is a T, and after Wednesday you again have a T, which is Thursday, because Thursday comes after Wednesday. So this is how you identify days of the week in such a calendar. Now another thing which you need to know is that in a calendar the numbering of the months is done in this manner, that is the counting will start from January. So January is the first month. After that you have February, March, April, then you have May, June, July, August, and similarly December is the 12th month of the year. So this is how the numbering of months is done. It starts from January 1 and December as 12. So on which day of the week will 30th August be? Can you find out in the calendar? Definitely you can. Try it out for yourself. Well, it's very simple. What we need to do is, let's see, we are looking for 30th of August. So first of all, let's make sure that this is the calendar for the month of August. So here is the month August 2017. Now we are looking for 30th of August, right? So we have 30. So this is 30th of August. And which day of the week is it? Well, let's see. It's Wednesday, right? So 30th of August is a Wednesday. Now this date can be written in these two forms. So when we are talking about 30th of August, then we can write it simply as 30th of August 2017, because the year is 2017, or you can write it as 30/08/2017, that is 2017. So here what are we mentioning? Well, this is the date, that is 30, and then August is 8th month of the year. So 08. So this is the month, and then 2017, which is the year. So this is how you write a date if you are writing it in this format, that is 30/08/2017. Now on which day of the week will 24th March be? So let's find out which day of the week will 24th March be. So first of all, let's make sure that this calendar represents the month of March. So here we have the month March 2017. Now let's look for 24th. So we have 24 here. And what is the day? Well, as you can see, these are the days mentioned, and we have 24th Friday. So 24th March 2017 is a Friday. Now I'll share with you a story. The story is about Neeti and Sam. Now Neeti and Sam are planning to go for a picnic. Now they have holidays on Saturday and Sunday, so they will have to plan the dates accordingly. So they start looking for dates on which they can go for a picnic, and those dates should fall on a Saturday or a Sunday. So they wanted to go in the month of March. So let's see what are the dates which are falling on a Saturday or a Sunday. So let's see, you have Sunday here and Saturday here, right? Now you have the dates mentioned in this order, right? So you start looking. So this is the first day, you get 4th, which is a Saturday, and after 4th, 5th is a Sunday. Now again, under Saturday you have 11th, right? And under Sunday you have 12th. So 11th and 12th are another dates which are possible picnic dates for them. Now again you have 18 under Saturday and 19 under Sunday, right? Similarly, you have 25 under Saturday and 26 under Sunday. So these are the possible dates when they can go for a picnic, and this they could find out because they had a calendar and they knew how to look for a date and a day in calendar. So only these dates are the dates on which they can go for a picnic. So you can even shortlist the dates on the basis of which days you require. So a year starts with January and ends with December, and the months are numbered from 1 to 12. So January is month number 1 and December is month number 12. A calendar shows the year, month, week and day of each date. In a calendar, we first locate the month and then the corresponding date and day of the week. So this is how you locate a particular date in a calendar. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. You can also register for free at deltastep.com to get all learning resources as per ICSE, CBSE, IB, Cambridge or any other curriculum. Over 5,000 amazing lectures across maths, science, English and social science. Our unique interactive video technology keeps you engaged, and our iDictionary feature allows you to quickly revise any concept. Master each topic at your own pace with our adaptive practice technology and 1 million plus questions. Get instant answers and detailed solutions. Be exam ready by taking unlimited mock tests, performance analysis along with actionable feedback, personal tutors to resolve your slightest of doubts. That's not all. You also get amazing prizes like PlayStations, iPads, watches and many more, along with certificates through our Earn As You Learn program. So at deltastep.com, learning is not just fun and easy, it's rewarding too. So register for free now.